Hello, and welcome to Hollywood Headlines. I'm your host, Michael Keehan, and on tonight's episode, we are going to be talking about the latest news in Hollywood, starting with Kelly Clarkson's absence from her talk show. Hollywood Headlines starts now. Before we get into the show, I would like to take a moment to thank Max Figure for being today's guest. After a nearly 2-week absence, Kelly Clarkson has returned to her daytime talk show. During her absence, several guest hosts have stepped up to take the singer's role. Some notable guest hosts include comedian Wanda Sykes and singer Josh Groban, who co-hosted the March 7th episode, and Brooke Shields, who both performed and hosted on March 10th, and she hosted again on March 11th. Many fans were concerned over Clarkson's appearance on the show, but were thrilled when she returned for the March 18th episode, where she interviewed Severance star Adam Scott. Clarkson did not share why she was absent from her show for the past 2 weeks. Max, did you know about Clarkson's absence?
I did not know that she was absent. I don't really keep up with her talk show like that, but it's kind of weird that she didn't really explain why. I mean, I get it if it's like privacy reasons and everything, because I know people go through things all the time, including celebrities. So maybe it was like a family emergency, or maybe it had something to do with her personal life. Either way, it's just kind of strange to just kind of fall off the face of the earth like that. But if she needed to take time to herself, then I get
it. It was only 2 weeks. I mean, it wasn't like she disappeared, like when the world needed Kelly Clarkson the most. Boop, just like the Avatar. It's not like that. It's like she was only 2 weeks, like 3 episodes.
Yeah, but like for like a talk show, I guess that's kind of a long period of time, or at least it's noticeable. I don't really keep up with talk shows, so I don't really know what the meta is like there. But I mean, it is just kind of strange when you really think about it, because it's like, I mean, I don't know how iconic her talk show is, but I guess it would be interesting to see like what her reasoning is for why she disappeared.
Kelly Clarkson, the Kelly Clarkson show is like pretty unique talk show. It's like, I think the main gimmick of it is that like she usually performs like a cover, and it's always like so good. Like there's the cover of Billie Eilish's Happier Than Ever. That was absolutely incredible.
Yeah. I mean, especially with like when you have a show like that where it relies on like certain, I guess you could say, I don't want to say gimmicks, but like certain set pieces or certain
like the music.
Yeah, pretty much. When it relies on certain things like that, I guess it can kind of derail the show, or at least the audience, a little bit. When you're like, hey, who is this dude that's on the screen?
I mean, we got Josh Groban, who is a musician, and also Brooke Shields apparently performed. I don't know. Any final thoughts?
I don't know. Maybe the reason why she disappeared is for personal reasons.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's not really our business. Well, but it is our business. It looks like it's game over for the Saw franchise. After 7 movies, a Saw reboot, a spinoff, and in-between sequel, and all of that, the series' latest installment has been canceled. Saw 11 was going to follow a similar plot to the 6th movie in the series, where Jigsaw takes revenge on a group of health insurance agents, and would star fan favorites Tobin Bell, Shawnee Smith, and Costas Mandalore. The movie was originally supposed to come out in September of this year, but has been officially stalled by Lionsgate. According to IGN, the movie, which had a finished script, was axed for infighting between producers, not because of any creative issue. Quote, "The reason it's held up is just there's intersquabbling between producers and Lionsgate. They just can't get quite on the same page," end quote. This means that the beloved horror franchise is effectively dead unless the project is revived in some new form in the future. There's a chance the franchise will get bought by another company, but it doesn't look like the series will escape from this trap. Max, have you seen the Saw franchise?
I have seen it, and I've seen a couple of movies. I'm going to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan. Like, I don't hate it. I think it's pretty good. It's just, I don't know, I feel like it's been so bloated for, like, movie after movie after movie. Not that it's really dropped in quality, but just kind of like, it's like, oh, it's another Saw movie. Was it this time? It kills this random dude or whatever.
I mean, hey, horror does that.
And, like, all right, don't get me wrong. I like Saw for what it is, and I think that the villain is very compelling. It's just like, dude, do we really need to get like the 50th Saw movie like for the third time this year. I know Bree's gonna hate me for this take, but honestly, a lot of the new movies have just been mid recently. Like mid on mid on mid. And I'm sorry. Maybe this movie had potential to be great, but like, you know, I really could care less if Saw got canceled.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry.
even if the Saw was, even if it was going to be mid, I still really am not a fan of movies getting canceled after filming like this, the Pharrell Williams movie,
Yeah.
Batgirl, Coyote vs. Acme. I mean, I think that movie's actually getting saved though, so that's a good
Yeah,
good
I
thing.
mean, it is like very dumb for the reason why it did get canceled. Like, as much as I think the Saw movies are mid, I don't think a movie deserves to be canceled because of infighting between producers and a parent company. Especially
Yeah.
if the movie's already like 99% complete anyways.
Just release it. I mean, you already released. There's so many bad movies that come out every year. What's the point of?
I don't know if this movie was going to be bad though. That's the thing. We have
exactly.
no idea what this movie. It could have been like the best Saw movie of all time. We're simply never going to know now.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's been. I mean, I did notice that there was about like it was going to be similar to Saw 6, and you know, maybe I'm getting a little tinfoily here, but you know, maybe it's about maybe there was some, maybe it's a little too modern context. It might be a little. But still, a little controversial, you know, but still, whatever. It doesn't,
know,
it's
man.
like, we'll see.
Well,
but hey, hopefully this film can survive.
Only reason why I watch Saw is because it's kind of funny with some of the deaths.
Yeah,
like,
the traps are good.
compilations of it. It's kind of goofy, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it just sucks, man.
Yeah,
All around it does.
movies getting canceled is the worst. When we come back from the break, we will be talking about George Clooney's Broadway debut. Hollywood Headlines will be right back. Academy Award-winning actor and filmmaker George Clooney made his Broadway debut this month with the dramatic adaptation of his 2005 film Good Night and Good Luck. Written by him and Grant Heslov, the play stars Clooney as former CBS News journalist Edward R. Murrow. Set in the 1950s, the play details Murrow's reporting on the senator Joseph McCarthy and the accusations he received because of it. Clooney is joined by Clark Gray, Alana Grazer, Christopher Denham, and Glenn Fleshler, among many others, and will be directed by David Cromer, who is most well known for the play The Band's Visit. The play opened on March 12th and will run until June 8th. Max, are you interested in seeing this play?
I'm going to be honest, I really haven't even heard of this play until like maybe 2 hours ago. And I'm going to be honest, it has a pretty interesting plot to it. I mean, I'm not the biggest Broadway guy. I haven't really seen too many plays in my time. But this sounds like it has a really interesting plot. And I feel like, especially with a play like this, if they're having some heavy hitters on there and they're having a outstanding concept such as this one, I feel like it's something that can really like just get a lot of attention and a lot of audience traction.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if, you're not going to believe this, but I've seen the play. They got the playbill itself. I saw it on the second night. And yeah, this is a really cool, I love playbills. They're all super cool. We got like a giant work of graphs of people here.
Wow,
but like, yeah, I mean, like this was, I mean, I saw it it was the second night, right after opening night. Yeah, it was just incredible play. Great performances. The set work was all incredible, and I really like the ending. It's absolutely chilling. It's probably the best political thriller that you could adapt like a political thriller into the stage format. And Clooney was great. You a fan of his work?
I like him as Batman. That's pretty cool. I mean, that's the only thing I've really seen George Clooney in, if I'm being honest. But he's pretty good as Batman. I think he's going to kill it here in this role as well.
Yeah, he already killed it. Like, I loved his performance. A lot of the other actors were great. Christopher Denham and Alana Grazer are my highlights. But, yeah, I mean, I've not been to a Broadway. The only other Broadway show I saw was Spider-Man Star Off the Dark. So, but this was awesome. If any of y'all are planning on going to New York and want to see a play, then I would give this my recommendation.
If I wasn't broke, I would probably be taking a trip to New York right now to go see it.
Yeah. These is some good stuff. Steven Soderbergh is back at it again with another thriller. Black Bag released over spring break on March 14, 2025, when his beloved wife Catherine is suspected of betraying the nation. Intelligence agent George Woodhouse faces the ultimate test of loyalty to his marriage or his country. Black Bag stars Kate Blanchett as Catherine St. Jean, Michael Fassbender as George Woodhouse, and Pierce Brosnan as Arthur Stieglitz. Black Bat sits at 96% on Rotten Tomatoes and earned $7.6 million against a $50 to $60 million budget, and opened in second behind Novocaine, which released the same weekend. Max, have you seen Black Bag?
I have not seen Black Bag, but I've been interested in this movie for a while. It has a very cool concept, I feel like, and some of the actors are very appealing in terms of like how their characters are going to be, how the way that this script is written and everything. I'm gonna be honest, man. I have been having a lot of trouble going to see movies recently because I just really haven't had the time to. But this is a movie that's like up there for me in terms of like I really want to go see it. Like the trailer looks phenomenal. I can't speak.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty good. So I want to go see it whenever I do get the chance to see it, and especially with that opening box office. Oof, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard a lot about Steven Soderbergh. He's like Ocean's 11, Magic Mike, and that's all I remember. So, but he's been a mainstay. He has done so many movies. He's influenced so much of the genre, and it's great to see he's still kicking it, still making some bangers. You know, fun fact about him. He actually edits and shoots his movies under like an individual pseudonym. I think it's the editor is like Mary Ann Bernard or something.
Huh.
I think that's pretty cool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's just kind of funny to think about that this guy who's making this current movie with Black Bag is the same dude that made Magic Mike. Like it's just it's quite a range of movies going from Ocean's 11 to Magic Mike. It's just I'm not saying that it's a bad movie. It's just kind of funny to me.
I love a director who has variety. You know, Jordan Peele, for example, he can do horror, he can do comedy.
Yeah.
He can make like an incredible movie, like the biggest movie you'll ever see. I mean, Nolan too. I mean, like he just went from Tenet to Oppenheimer to The Odyssey.
Yeah.
Hey, there are still a lot of great filmmakers in Hollywood. Still a lot of classic ones still going around.
And
it's awesome. Any final thoughts?
It's a good movie. It looks like a good movie, and I'm gonna go see it.
Yeah, sounds nice. When we come back from the break, we will be playing a game related to George Clooney. Hollywood Headlines will be right back. Welcome back. Earlier we talked about George Clooney's Broadway debut, and today we're putting your George Clooney knowledge to the test with a game we like to call One of These Things Is Not Like the Others. Max, you'll have 10 seconds to determine which of the projects listed in the prompt below do not involve George Clooney as an actor. Here are the potential answers. Is it A, Ocean's 11, B, Fantastic Mr. Fox, C, ER, or D, Babylon? And your 10 seconds starts now.
Oh God, I'm screwed. Fantastic Four.
It's Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Fantastic Mr. Fox. Fantastic Mr. Fox, I guess.
All right, locked in. Let's do this. The answer is D, Babylon. That starred Brad Pitt and not George Clooney. So, I mean, yeah, I can't believe that. He played the Fox in Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Oh, well,
Have you heard of that movie?
I've never seen that movie.
Oh, it's a Wes Anderson stop motion film. So, pretty cool, yeah. Well, that's all we have for tonight's episode. But make sure to come back next week for the latest news in Hollywood. A big thank you to Max Vigil for coming on today's show. I'm Michael Keehan. Have a great weekend, Millersville.